Today we're talking about similar figures. Similar figures are shapes that are the same shape, but are not necessarily the same size, and usually they are different sizes. With a similar figure, we can use proportions to solve for missing sides or missing angles. So in this case, we're going to look at different missing sides. Actually, we wouldn't need proportions to solve for angles, but we would for sides. So we're going to use this to solve for the missing side up here, which is P. So we're going to set up a proportion. In my proportion, I need to make sure that corresponding sides go together. A corresponding side means, and I'm going to write that down for you, corresponding sides mean that they are in the same position. Now, that's kind of a strange idea, but here's how it works. And this is not a perfect example, but it works pretty well. If you look at your left hand, it is in the same position as anybody else's left hand relative to your body, okay? So your left hand corresponds with everyone else's left hand. They may not be the same shape, they may not be the same size, but they correspond with each other. So when we're talking about similar figures, we're talking about the same sides or the same angles on different shapes. In this case, we have rectangle A, B, C, D, and rectangle W, X, Y, Z. And okay, sorry about that. And I can set up a proportion. AC corresponds with WY. And I know that two ways. One is I can look at the picture and tell those correspond. That's not always the case, but in this one I can. So I can set up a ratio of 5 to 10. Okay? I can also know that because when I write these letters out, A and C occupy the same position as W and Y, which means that line AC corresponds with line WY. All right? And if I look at line AB, it corresponds with line WX, which gives me 4 to, it's my unknown, 4 to P. I'm going to put an equal sign in there, and then we can solve for that. If I look at my letters as I wrote them out, line AB corresponds with line WX because they are in the same position. The letter way is a really good way to know how to write proportions with similar figures. So if I do my cross multiply, I'm going to go up. 10 times 4 is 40. 5 times P is 5 times P. And then my goal is to get the, sorry about that, goal is to get the variable by itself. And I'm going to draw my line and divide by 5, which means my P value equals 8. Okay. So let's look at a different shape. Now we have, I'm going to take that away. Oh, I don't want to use X. Now we have two triangles, okay? You can determine corresponding triangles. The easiest way is by angles. I have my right angle here, and that tells me that angle B and angle Y are corresponding. Also, when I write triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, I can know that AB corresponds with XY because they're in the same positions when I write them out. I'm going to rewrite the C because it looks kind of weird. All right. Okay, so if I'm going to try and figure out what YZ is, I'm going to use AB, just because I could use either one of the corresponding sides that I have both numbers for my first, but I'm going to use AB and XY. So I'm going to use 3 to 9. And then I want to know what P is. So I'm going to use this bottom line. BC B goes with C. Y goes with Z. Do 4 to X. And then I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm going to cross multiply. 4 times 9 is, I'm going to do it right here to the side, 36 equals 3 times X. I draw my line to get two separate sides. I divide by 3 on both sides. I get X equals 12. So my p-value is 12. I hope this helps you with similar figures. Yeah, there's more to it, but that's all the time that we're going to take today. Y'all have a great day.